that you are all here. I know it's a crazy time, so I'm so glad that all of you could make it. If you have any questions or comments or whatever, drop them in the chat below and we will be sure to answer them along the way. But I want to introduce myself a little bit. I might have to move all of you pretty faces over to the side. My name is Chelsea. I am a mama of two. I was born and raised in Columbus, Ohio, and I still live in like a suburb of Columbus with my two kids and my husband. I used to work in healthcare. I worked in the operating room, assisting the doctor in surgery. It was a lot of fun, but it was kind of a crazy schedule. Lots of call, lots of weekends, lots of holidays, spent away from my friends, missed soccer games, missed school events, that I couldn't make it to. And that was really, really hard for me, but I will talk more about that in just a moment. Let me tell you a little bit about how I got started with Beachbody and how I started my fitness and nutrition journey. Way back when, because it feels like forever ago, when I was in school, I was diagnosed with ADD at 7 and got put on medication for it. Not necessarily just for the ADD, but just to help me focus on some math concepts and things like that. And I was on some sort of stimulant drug from the age of 7 to the age of 24 when I got pregnant with my son and I decided to go off of it. So basically my entire life growing up, I didn't have to worry about what I ate. If I worked out, I could eat cake and ice cream for breakfast and it wouldn't affect me. Like, guys, it didn't matter. What I didn't gain weight, which was a blessing and a curse. But so then when I got pregnant with my son, I gained about 55 pounds and didn't know what to do then when I had my son and I was trying to lose the weight. So I did this really restrictive diet and it worked. It was great. But the moment I introduced carbs, again, I ate fruit after 2:00. I, just got back to normal living. I gained all of that back and then some. Fast forward until after I had my daughter, I was 75 pounds overweight, and didn't really know where to go. My husband and I had just bought the house that we live in now. It's an amazing, gorgeous home. We just completely renovated it. And guys, I was just like not happy. I was breathless going up the stairs. I didn't feel like I could chase my kids around. Like it was just, I had the body of like what felt like a 50-year-old and a 27-year-old's body. And just doing any mundane task was hard. And I was like, this is enough. I can't, whether we have another kid or not, I don't know, but I have to get this weight off now. I'm not going to wait any longer. And so I started to do the diet that I did with my son. And I was like, this is great. I'm losing the weight, but it's not going to last. And I knew that it wasn't going to last. I knew that I needed some sort of lifestyle change that was going to help me not only lose the weight, but also keep it off. And so I started walking outside with kids more and things like that. And a neighbor moved in like 4 houses down. And so our kids are the same age. We started talking, got to know each other really well. It's just like, hey, listen, I am doing these workouts at home. Why don't you come over and try them with me? I was like, no. Like, I don't work out. Like I said before, I didn't have to do any of that growing up. I wasn't in sports or anything like that. Like, I don't do that. That's not me. She was, just come over. We'll do the workout. The kids can play and it'll be fine. I was like, okay. So we did it. I survived barely, but I survived. Because again, like I have no fitness background. And then she introduced me to the nutrition program. She goes, you can eat anything you want in moderation. Like you just need to learn portion control. You need to learn how to use food to fuel your body. And so she introduced me to these nutrition programs, and guys, it completely changed my life. I lost 75 pounds. It took me 2 years, but I lost it. I've now kept it off for 2 years. And it's now like even along the way, like my husband lost weight. My family now eats healthier. My daughter freaking is obsessed with vegetables. whereas my son could care less about them, but like it's impacted every aspect of my life. And I was telling everybody about it. And they were signing up for Beachbody. And that's when my coach came to me and goes, why don't you coach too? And I was like, no, I don't work out. I don't do this. She goes, you do work out. You are working out. You're getting amazing results and you're already doing what I'm doing. So why don't you do it with us? Like, do it with us. And I was like, okay, fine. I'll try it for like a month and see what happens. And guys, like so many people were amazingly responsive. I signed up a handful of people and kind of started my own accountability group, just like what my neighbor and I had together. Only this time it was virtual. And we'll get into a little bit more of that later. But guys, that's what is amazing about this, is that I could support everybody from my own house. But guys, like I said, I worked in healthcare. I work in the operating room. You're not even allowed to have phones in there. Like, I had no background in social media. My Instagram was completely private. I had maybe 100 people on there. I have no marketing or business building like background. I've failed more times than I can count, but I'm still standing because I've failed forward. And I've done it in my weight loss journey. I've done it in my nutrition journey, and I've done it in my business journey. And that is kind of what I encourage you. If and when you decide to go through with this, you're going to have to work hard, but it's going to be so rewarding. You're going to have to be determined. And it's so fulfilling. I feel selfish doing it because I'm like, well, yeah, I make money from it, but I do it because I love the messages of people that are like, I can now fit into the pants that have been in the back of my closet that I haven't worn since, 5 years ago or whatever it may be. It's just unbelievably rewarding. But on that note, I'm going to toss it over to Alicia, and she's going to tell you a little bit about herself.
Awesome. Oh my gosh. Hi, you guys. I'm so excited to be here. My name is Alicia. I've been coaching for a little over 2 years now, and everything Chelsea just said, like about it being rewarding, I can't agree more. Like, it is the most rewarding like job that I've ever had. And Chelsea and I started working together a few months ago, and so actually, before I share my story, I just want to give you guys all a huge shout out. If you're listening in, if you're on here live, talk about like just getting out of your comfort zone. You got on a random call with probably someone that invited you on Instagram, or, you don't know me that well. You don't know Chelsea maybe. And you got out of your comfort zone. And so we are so proud of you already for just taking this first step. Just listening in tonight right now just shows so much about you already. And so my story is a little different than Chelsea's, but also similar. I think that's the thing that I've learned just in life in general, or just with connecting with people, is that we all have like wildly different experiences, and our stories can be super different, but more often than not, like the feelings are really similar, and the feelings are what connect us all together. Like, the feelings are the same. And so I hope that you hear something tonight that like helps you understand how we feel, and like I hope that's what you hear, and you don't hear like the differences as much as you connect with the feelings that we all share. So like I said, coaches have different stories. We all have different maybe desires and goals, but we all do have the same bottom line. We're all just trying to help other people live their best lives while we live our own best lives. So all right, so my story, a little bit about it. Right before I started doing Beachbody workouts and I joined Beachbody, we had just had our third baby, Trip. He was a total surprise. And at the time, our marriage was in this like weird rough spot. If you're married, you probably know it just goes through cycles, and it was in one of those like down cycles. Financially, Scott was working 3 jobs just so we could make ends meet, and we were fighting a lot. And so when I got pregnant, it was a total shock, and I remember being really scared. And then when Trip arrived, he was just perfect, like just the sweetest little baby, like a great baby. Like, it was so sweet to see him with like my other 2. But, I wasn't able to experience the joy of that pregnancy or the joy of that, birth of our third child. I was, just talking to Scott about it the other day. Like, I have so many memories of like the first year, with my other two kids, and with him, I just couldn't remember a lot about his first year because it was just this fog. And when he was 5 weeks old, Scott got a promotion, like a really great opportunity with the company that he's with. It was way more money, but we had to move from Michigan to Virginia. And I was crushed, you guys. I remember my husband coming home and telling me about this opportunity, and like holding this 5-week-old baby and like seeing like his eyes like lit up. He was so excited. And it was like, we both knew that this was like something we had to do, but I was just crushed. I couldn't imagine raising 3 kids without my mom, like who like lived 2 minutes away from me. So, I had no idea how I was going to be a wife without this strong network of sober mom friends that I had developed in Grand Rapids. I went to rehab in Grand Rapids. I got clean in Grand Rapids, Michigan, and I was just scared and really depressed. And I had gained so much weight. I was really struggling to get the weight off. It wasn't falling off the way it did with the first 2. And honestly, like I just started doing the Beachbody workouts. Not necessarily to lose weight, but I really just wanted to stop feeling so numb. I wanted to like feel anything. If it was pain because I was doing a hard workout, like that was great. It felt like, okay, I'm alive at least. Because at the time especially once we got to Virginia, I just didn't recognize a single aspect of my life anymore. I didn't recognize myself when I looked in the mirror. I didn't recognize my body, my thoughts. My marriage felt totally different. It was just like this fog, like I said. And motherhood is oddly lonely. I felt like I couldn't find my way back. And so my coach invited me when we moved to Virginia to join her challenge group again in like October. And it was something I had said no to before we moved to Virginia. But this time, feeling super lonely in Virginia in this brand new town where I knew no one, a virtual community kind of seemed like perfect. I was like in no mood or no state. I was, exhausted. You have 3 kids, even if you're not depressed, you're just like a mess. I didn't want to leave the house. And I didn't want to actually have to go make real friends in like real life. That seemed really scary. So this seemed like a safe way to like connect with other women. And so I started participating in the challenge group, and like this silly virtual community ended up being like everything that I like never knew that I needed. I started to feel like hope again. I started to connect with other women who were on the same journey as me. And it wasn't all sweaty selfies and, pictures of shakes. It was like really, we were getting down to like motherhood and like talking about parenting and just the real life struggles of like the never ending laundry and stuff. And so I felt like I wasn't alone anymore. And so I started to share a lot in that group about my story and like what was going on with me. And my coach started inviting me to like coach. And I was like, are you insane, Hillary? There's no way that I can coach. Like I still have like 90 pounds to lose. There's no way I can be a coach. And she's like, you don't have to be an expert. You just have to share your story. And she was, I think, the first person who really told me like, Alicia, you have an amazing story to tell. Like you are so inspiring. You should be telling your story. And I was like, and I thought about it, and something about that clicked for me. And I remember thinking back to like my sobriety journey. I remember how, I started helping women stay sober by sharing my story, like openly and honestly at meetings. And it helped me stay sober. And so I thought maybe I could do the coaching thing. It would help me on my own health journey to hold myself accountable. And maybe I could share my story and help some people. I really didn't think anyone would actually sign up and like join me. Like, I don't know, that's where my mindset was at, obviously. But I did have all these ideas about like my kids, and especially my daughter, reading my story, reading the things that I was sharing. And I liked the idea of documenting my life, documenting our lives, like a virtual diary. Because I hated the idea of my daughter, especially, but my sons too, ever like feeling the way that I felt on some of those bad days, feeling alone or scared or just sad. And so I wanted to write down all my thoughts. And I thought, God, one day if my daughter ever found herself fighting with her husband, or, on a ball, like curled up in a ball in her closet and feeling like a bad mom because she was just so sad, even though she had this beautiful family. I wanted her to remember like, hey, my mom was there, you know, and she could read my thoughts and my stories and she would feel less alone. And so I signed up to coach in January of 2020. And like before I knew it, I got my first customer. And I remember telling my coach, like, I was so excited. I was like, I got a real life person, a real person wants to join. And I was so excited and I helped her like get started. We did a program together and then I got a few more people and a few more people. And I mean, you know, it just snowballed because I just kept sharing my story and people kept wanting to sign up with me. And it was so wild. And I've earned 4 free trips already. I went to San Diego. I'm leaving for Punta Cana in like 3 weeks. And so I'm supposed to be talking about who can be a coach. So who can be a coach is like literally anyone. If I can be a coach, like literally anyone can be a coach. You just have to be willing to get brave, a little bit brave, not a lot brave, just a little bit of courage, and just be willing to take people along for the ride, like your journey. It's not going to look like mine. It's not going to look like Chelsea's. It's going to be your story that you're going to share. And if you're willing to share your story, your journey, openly and honestly, but this is really important in a way that feels like authentic for you and good for you. Like you don't have to share the way I share. I write novels. I mean, just tons and tons of words. And that's not for everyone. But my people relate to it. And I connect with people who, you know, like all the words. You might be someone who's like more, you know, like a quick little quote and like your thoughts about it. And that's totally fine. Like you get to share your story in a way that will only connect with the people that need to hear it. Like that's the thing is like, your people will find you when you start to share honestly. And we're going to teach you how to do all of that, obviously. So, but I guess I do want to share, like, anyone can be a coach, but I think it's also important to like talk about what a coach is not. And a coach is not a personal trainer. Okay. A coach is not a registered dietitian, or, you know, a nutritionist or anything like that. You don't have to be a fitness model. You don't have to be at your ideal goal weight. A coach is someone who wants to work on their own health and fitness and just help other people along the way. So if you're on this call, there is a part of you that is already a coach. And I want you to like really let that sink in. Like there is a part of you that whoever invited you onto this call, if it was me, if it was Chelsea, whoever it was, we already see that you have that piece that makes up a coach, right? There's a part of you that is naturally a helper, that wants to see other people succeed, that is a cheerleader, like that you cheer for other people and you want to see other people do well. And so sometimes these calls or just like saying, yeah, I want to do this might feel weird. You might come into this thinking like, you know, having your own preconceived notions about network marketing or MLMs or even Beachbody. And so we appreciate you coming here and listening and with an open mind, without preconceived notions, because anyone can be a coach, like literally anyone. So like I started, we are all very different, but I am going to kick it back over to Chelsea and she is going to share with you like how we use our programs and products to help ourselves and other people. So take it away, Chelsea.
Yes. Thank you, Alicia. Yes, guys, these platforms are just amazing. They are next to nothing. We have so many super trainers that are in your living room, in your basement, in whatever room you're working at, outside, whatever it is, cheering you on, motivating you right there in your face. We have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of programs and workouts, all at your fingertips, anywhere from plyo to bar to running to boxing to cardio and strength training, like anything you get, kids and family, like anything that you can think of. We have pre and postnatal, not only fitness programs, but also nutrition programs. Our nutrition programs are, one is with a registered dietitian and another one is with a personal trainer. We have 2 different ones that you can choose from that are phenomenal. They have gotten me out of so many like just preconceived ideas of what I should be eating, how much I should be eating, when I should be eating it. Just really taught me a lot about nutrition and food and how you need food to fuel your body, and carbs aren't bad, and fruit can be eaten after 2 o'clock, and you know, like all of the things that I was taught before that like I was so like narrow-minded about, it blew it all out of the water. So that's what kind of our nutrition program. And you guys, you get 2 to choose from with every transformation pack that you get. And so maybe you try one and it's like not working out for you. It's either too restrictive or you need more restriction, one or the other. You can then switch to the other, and it's really nice. Our supplements are amazing. They are all clean, 100% clean ingredients. The Energize that you see here is the only reason I can wake up at 4:30 in the morning and get a workout in. Before it was because I had to go to work at 7 a.m. There you go. Cheers. But again, it doesn't give you the tingly jitters. It doesn't give you that post-workout crash because it's all natural. The beach bars that you see here are amazing to go like on the go. I always have one in my purse. My kids are always like, can I have a beach bar? It's the perfect, again, I know that I'm feeding them good, nutritious foods when they just want this snack and they think they're getting a candy bar. The collagen is great. My favorite is the Shakeology, the superfood shake. It has completely changed my life and my digestion. Guys, I used to be on 3 different supplements just to go to the bathroom regular, TMI, sorry. And Shakeology has completely changed that. Not only has it changed my digestion, it's helped me stop from snacking, it's curbed my appetite, it satisfies my sweet tooth. So I'm not constantly like going for the chocolate chips or the candy bar or, whatever it is. And guys, when I first started it, it was in December. I actually lost 5 pounds through Christmas while it's still enjoying the cookies and the treats and things like that. And last but certainly not least is our live body interactive programs. Guys, they just launched 8 months ago and they are I think I'd say this for everything. This whole thing is life-changing. This is life-changing as well. They are 100 people. They're live classes. You are able to be on the cast. So you see all of the people back there on the cast. You can be on that cast. They take 100 people every day, and it's you, it's me, it's Alicia, it's Joe Schmo down the street. It's whoever wants to sign up for a live class, you can be on there. And the trainers are interacting with you. They're correcting your form. They're cheering you on. They're encouraging you. Like you would if you were at like a gym live class. And so it's been great in that you get that live interaction, and you get that on point, like form correction and things like that. So maybe it's that, hey, I want a little bonus workout, or I want to kind of experiment, and you can do body. Maybe you're the kind of person that like, I need to follow a specific calendar. I need to know exactly what I'm doing. Then BOD is going to be great for you. But Body also has the nutrition programs, and there are all sorts of different kinds of recipes and access to the to Alana and Autumn, who created the program. They do like Q&A sessions once a month. So if you ever have any questions about anything, you can hop on there and talk to them. They release meal plans and like themed recipes and things like that. Then guys, there's also cycle classes on Body. Body has it all. It has it all. It has the live classes, it has the nutrition programs, it has the live cycle classes. That cycle bike, I didn't think that I was going to like a cycle bike, and it's been like that extra boost or endorphin rush that I need through the week. I don't use it every day because I follow one of the BOD programs, but I do hop on probably 2 or 3 times a week and do a live class, and it's just been amazing for add-ons, or people who don't like to follow a calendar or something like that. But our coach online office is, again, amazing. I'm just going to start making fun of myself for talking like this. It's amazing. We have trainings on every program, every supplement, like anything that Beachbody has, you can find a training on it in the back office. A lot of times people will want to do what you're doing, though. They'll want to do the program that you're doing. I was doing job 1 in January or February, both. I think I did it so many times. And it was like, that's what people wanted to sign up for. It was a 20-minute program. It was perfect for the busyness of the life that everybody was in at that time. And so that's what a lot of my challengers wanted to do. I know like when I was in the test group for MBF, a lot of people wanted to do that. And guys, that's another perk that you get with being a coach, is that like Alicia was talking, she earned trips, but she also, like, we can also be in test groups for these new programs. And it's all by helping people, all by serving others and helping people in your community. On that note, I'm going to kick it over to Alicia with what we do as a coach.
Okay, I've got a toddler banging on the door, so I'm just gonna ignore him and power through. Okay, so you might feel really overwhelmed by all the things that you just heard Chelsea talking about. And if your head is like spinning, like, holy crap, there's a lot of things. I just want you to know, like, the most key things that I heard, like, one is that, and I don't know if you actually said this, but I know that you did talk about like that you were just doing the programs and then people wanted to do what you were doing. So you don't have to know about every single product that we have to offer when you get started. You just need to like do your own journey, and people are going to want to do what you're doing. I think that's like a really important thing.
And obviously we're going to be there to help everybody every step of the way. So like if somebody reaches out to you about like a question about something, we'll be right there to help you.
Exactly. And we do have, so I don't know if you mentioned this too, though, there's like a huge, once you sign up to be a coach, you're going to have access to, you did talk about our online office with all the trainings and all the stuff. Okay. So you did talk about that. But I think like the best part about our job, like, is that the way we get to support our clients every single day is through these virtual communities. And it was, again, like I shared in my story, it was the part that I was like super hesitant to like get involved with, was like this online community. I was like, I don't need that. I've got my own friends. But this community was like unlike anything else because it was created by my coach. And like, I've like created now this community that is like a community that I would want to be a part of. It's positive and it's uplifting, and we share about stuff that's just like fun and funny. And, we have this opportunity to create a virtual community for our customers, and that's how we really support them. That is the secret sauce. It is what sets us apart from any other like online, fitness home thing. Like, we have this thing that people need, which is support and accountability. It's the thing that actually ensures that people are going to get results and actually see the results and keep the weight off and feel good for the long term. And so what we do is we guide people through every part of their life. And the reason I think it's so rewarding is because, like, for me, like when I started, I was in a really dark place. I didn't think I could lose the weight. I didn't see how I could get myself out of this hole that I felt like I had dug myself in. And like my coach was there for me through every part, of that journey. And we get to help people along, through the struggles and through the wins. And we're there for all of it. And like, your health and fitness journey, it's like sometimes it's a lifelong thing, and it feels very challenging when you first start, and it gets challenging later. It just gets different, like you might plateau and you might need more help. And so our communities, they do become really, really tight knit and close and connected. And, as a coach, we're kind of like, the administrators of this community. Like we don't have to be the only ones going in there and pumping everyone up and inspiring everyone. Like we really build this culture where we're encouraging everyone to cheer each other on. And like I said, we're more of the administrators. We're important though, because we are kind of like the glue that holds the groups together. And our job is to then, get people results, like make sure they're finding a program and matching them up with a program that they love and that they're going to do every single day, and making sure that they're following a nutrition plan that's right for them. And because we have so many products to offer and so many programs to offer, like I know that I will never not be able to find someone, a program or a product that will help them along their way at any season of their life, like wherever they're at on their journey. They might be like needing to lose 200 pounds. I got you. You might just need to like build up some muscle or tone up. Like we got you. Like there's no one that I've ever met that I couldn't help with some form of like something that we offer. And so, and that's our job. Our job is to get people results, including ourselves. It's literally one of our vital behaviors. And our vital behaviors are kind of like the checklist that we follow every single day. It's our part of our daily tasks. And Chelsea is going to talk to you about exactly what those look like, what those are, because they're vital to our business. And that's kind of what we do as a coach every single day.
Yes, they are so, so important. And guys, this checklist is key to success. It is the key to the results that you're going to want to get, whether you want to be a hobby coach and just get your supplements paid for, whether you want to use this to, pay for vacation or, pay off some debt, or whether it's that you want to quit your job and you want to retire your husband and you want to get a second home or move to Florida or whatever it might be. Like, this is your key to success in whatever aspect of life you are, your goals are. So like, and if you're on this call or if you're watching this recording, then you're probably already doing these things. And that's why we have invited you to this call. So contributing to your challenge group and, recognizing achievement, when shouting people out when they complete a program, or, it's their birthday, or, whatever, posting your sweaty selfie. You're probably already doing that. Posting what you're eating, sharing that. This is not only just in your challenge group though, guys, it's also can be in your, on your stories and stuff like that. Like, be a product of the product. You're telling all of your friends and family and all of your followers about how much you love this shake, or how these nutrition plans have helped you lose X, Y, and Z weight. How are you doing it? Share your journey, share what you're eating, share your salad, share how you are eating your breakfast every day, share your meals that are like kid and husband approved. Share all of that. Connecting, inviting, and following up. Guys, I think I heard this analogy from Alicia. If you have a coffee shop, then you're gonna invite people to come to your coffee shop. If they said, oh yeah, I'm gonna order a bag of, I'm not a coffee drinker, so this is a bad analogy. If you're gonna order a bag of whatever kind of coffee that you want, Colombian coffee, and they forget about it, it's okay to follow up and be like, hey, do you still want that bag of coffee? Inviting them like, hey, I heard, or I saw that you posted on social media that you're struggling with losing weight, or like you think that all you can eat is celery all day to lose weight. I've got this amazing nutrition program that you can follow that you can lose weight and you can eat just more than celery, and you can have carbs and you can have your drinks. So connecting with people, become a friend maker, comment about how you like their shirt, or just like start that conversation. Guys, we don't know what people are going through on a daily basis. Sometimes if you just reach out and be like, hey, I really like your shirt. Where did you get it? That can mean the world to them, and it starts up a conversation. I'm not trying to say that like every conversation that you start, those people are going to join you, but just making people feel good about themselves. And again, here I am being selfish. It makes me feel good about myself. And then getting people results, being a proof of the product and getting people results are huge. So checking in with them, daily, weekly, monthly, whatever it might be, helping them pick out a program that's going to fit them. I know Alicia just talked about a lot of this, but guys, they signed up with us for a reason. We need to show them that, like, how we got those results. These are the supplements we use. These are the products we use. These are the meals we ate, that kind of thing. And then the biggest thing, guys, which I thought I didn't do it for the first probably 6 months of my coaching career, is personal development. It has completely changed my mindset. I could be so negative and just like thought like the world was against me and everything was against me. And it's amazing how just reading can totally flip that switch. And if you're not a reader, throw in some headphones, or you don't have time to read, throw in some AirPods, listen to it while you're doing dishes, listen to it during bath time, listen to it during your lunch break or on your car ride to work or whatever. But you need to be listening or reading to something constantly, because it's going to take you out of that negative mindset. You're going to constantly be learning new things. I'm currently reading The Miracle Morning, and it's helped me, while I already had a morning routine, it's helped me kind of narrow that down and really focus in on the most beneficial things to me. And I've read, all different kinds of personal development books, just ones to get out of your own way, ones to get out of your own head, business building ones, just family ones, like anything that is going to serve you. You should always either be reading or listening to something, because it's just going to change your life. And on that note, oh nope, this is you again, Alicia.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I cannot agree more with the PD thing. I was someone who, when I found out about PD, I would roll my eyes. I mean, I would hardcore roll my eyes through several of the first books that I read. I read Rachel Hollis's Girl Stop Apologizing, and just, I was like, whatever. But slowly it did start to work. And you guys, personal development is super important. And I love that it is one of, basically it makes up 25% of our job, is that our company is like, you need to be reading personal development or growing your mind in some form or fashion every single day. It's super important. It's so important that we make sure our customers are doing it as well. Like, I have podcasts in our challenge group, and I make sure that they're listening, because it's not just important for business, it's important for your life. It's important for your weight loss goals, your health and fitness goals. Like, if you're eating and dialing in your nutrition right, and you're doing all the workouts and you're still not getting results, like, one, probably check on your gut health, which we're going to be talking a lot about this in the upcoming month. But two, you got to look at what you're feeding your brain, because stress and anxiety and fear and worry is going to be a huge detriment to your personal results too. So you guys, we are like the sum of the 5 people we spend our time with. And before this job, I was like so negative, like cynical, and like always kind of like, well, what, like looking for like the worst case scenario type of thing. And because that's all I had, with me and my own negative thoughts. And but if you met me today, like, you would never believe that I used to be like a pessimist. Like, in the short 2 years I've been doing this, like with personal development, I have literally become like an eternal optimist, almost annoyingly so. And so the things that I wanted to talk to you guys about though now is just like some common fears and misconceptions that you might have. Maybe we're just adding to the list of things that you were concerned about, but we're going to go through all of these today and make sure that you understand some of these things. And so the first one that I get a lot of is, do I have to sell to my family and friends? And the answer to that is like yes and no. No, you don't have to sell to your friends in a skeezy, gross way. But like Chelsea was talking about, like, if you were to start a brick and mortar coffee business, like a shop, if you went to the bank and you took out a huge loan and you're like, I'm going to be, the new Starbucks, I'm going to have this amazing coffee shop and everyone's going to come. And that your mom stops by a Starbucks every single morning. She loves coffee. Your best friend can't get through her mornings without coffee. Like, I guarantee that it would be smart of you to go tell them that you've opened up this coffee shop, because most likely they'd rather buy their coffee from you than Starbucks. So we aren't going to tell you to go sell to your friends and family, but we are definitely going to encourage you to treat your business like a business, which means that you are going to tell people, hey, I launched a business. I am open for business. Here's what I'm doing. We're going to encourage you to share your business like as if you've opened up a store, as if you went to the bank and took out a huge loan and started a business. When we treat our business like this as a business, you do have to share about it. You're going to put flyers up all over if you had a brick and mortar business, etc. You're going to ask people to come to your grand opening, especially your mom probably, and your aunt, and your whoever that likes coffee, right? So you would ask them to come to the opening. So we are going to ask you to maybe step outside your comfort zone a little bit and put up an I'm open for business sign. And we're going to help you do that. We're going to walk you through how to actually launch your business. And Chelsea's going to talk about that in a minute too. But some other concerns that we get is like, okay, so I launched my business, but I don't have a huge social media following. Like, can I still do this? Well, yes, you can. Hi, we just did the math on this about an hour ago. I'm 36 years old. I wrote it down on a Post-it because I keep forgetting how old I am, you guys. Like, seriously, that's the level of crazy that's going on over here. But I'm 36 years old. And so social media for me was like, I would post, Christmas pictures on social media. I had an Instagram, but I think I hadn't used it in years. I had maybe like 100 followers on there. I don't even like, all my Facebook friends were people from high school and college and friends and family. And so, yeah, I didn't even know what a story was. And now you might feel like, oh my God, there's so much other stuff. There's reels and TikToks and what is all this and tweeters. And like, you don't have to know all the things about social media. You just have to be willing to like learn, because we will train you on all the things that you need to know. And it's a lot. These apps are created in a way that they're very user friendly. So like, you can't tell me that if I've got a coach who's 60 years old who figured out how to put up a story and a TikTok, like I know that you can too. Like I guarantee you can learn anything you want to do. And it's about, progress, not perfection. And sometimes the best stories and the best way we can share is just like I was saying, openly and honestly. And so maybe your first TikTok or your first reel or your first story is you being like, I don't know how to create a story. I feel silly. And then people are going to love that. People will love you and love that for being like you. So anyway, you don't have to have a big following. You definitely don't. I didn't, and I still don't have a huge following, and I'm very successful. So your amount of followers does not mean that you have a successful business. They're not very related at all. It's about quality over quantity. I love that we used this pyramid beach photo because is this a pyramid scheme? I'm usually not allowed to talk about this because I get so worked up about it, but I will just say that no, it's not a pyramid scheme. Pyramid schemes and companies like ours, network marketing companies, are regulated by the FTC, and they pay very close attention to what it is that we're doing. And if we were doing anything illegal, we would get shut down. Like companies do get shut down. And so I have researched this a lot, and like, I have gotten people that'll be like, oh, I don't support those. I don't support MLMs. And I'm like, okay, well, so I started doing some research about it. And a pyramid scheme is like when you're selling stuff to people that like, they don't really need it. Like you're getting them to like, maybe buy like a trunk load of soap that they're going to sell out of the back of their car. And you're just getting them to sign up other people. But that's not what this is. We actually have a customer base. We get paid on what our customers use. And our friend Steph says it like it's not transactional, it's transformational. So we get paid when people are using the products and having transformations with the products and stuff. And so again, we train you on all of these things. And you're going to learn that like the more work that you do, like your income is going to be a direct reflection on how many people you are helping. And guess what? Like another reason it's not a pyramid scheme is that I started before you, but you could at any time work harder than me and sign up after me, work your butt off, and you could 100% out earn me. Like this year, if you wanted to, you could start, and we could be like, go, we both run, and we just go. And you could work harder than me every single day and end up making more money than me this year. That's just how this business works. It's about how much time and effort you put in. And I kind of love that. I love that I get paid based on how much I'm willing to work. It seems amazing. And so you don't have to worry about getting in early enough because again, our company continues to lead the way in the health and fitness industry as far as like launching new programs, launching new products. We are consistently launching new programs and new products and new tools to help people reach their goals. We see what the market's asking for, like these live classes, people love it. We create a live class platform. We see that everyone's loving Peloton and indoor bikes. We like do a bunch of research, and now we have a bike that rivals Peloton. And in a lot of cases, people prefer our bike over Peloton's bikes, including our classes, our live classes over Peloton classes. So you didn't get in too late. Like we are continually evolving. We are a huge company. We're a publicly traded company. So like we will always continue to keep growing. We've been around for 24 years, 25 years. So do I have to be at my goal weight? I mean, no, I'm not at my goal weight now, and I'm 2 years into this and I'm very successful. So you do not have to be at your goal weight. I'm not outgoing. That one is hard for me to answer because I don't feel like I'm outgoing. And then I say that to people and they're like, you're so outgoing. And I was like, I'm like, really though, secretly, like inside, I feel like an introvert. Like when people are like, oh, like, do you want to come over and like hang out? I'm like, I don't want to go see anyone in person. I'm very nervous about that kind of thing. Not because of like the pandemic or anything, just because I'm a weirdo. Like I'm an addict, I'm a recovering addict. I'm just weird. And I think I'm weird around people, but like, no, you don't have to be outgoing. You get to be you. You get to be however you are, and your people will find you and want to work with you. Um, okay, the last one, I think the one we get the most of is, will I have time? I'm super busy. And I just have to say, like, I know, like I have 3 kids. When I started, 2 of them were under 2 years old, but I got organized. I watched a little bit less TV and I built my business. Instead of sitting on the couch in the afternoon, I would, instead of scrolling social media or whatever, while I sat on the couch when the kids napped, I would, sit at my kitchen table and start to build a business. I would scroll social media, but I would do it with more intention. And that's kind of our job, is to like be on social media and be social. But now I'm doing it with like an intention and a purpose. And so we really don't want coaching to feel like another thing on your list. For me, it was coaching really felt more like the thing I looked forward to doing. I would like hurry up and get my kids lunch fed and get them down for a nap so that I could go work this business, because I just craved the connection and helping other people. And so, it started bringing me extra money and all that stuff. And so that really helps. But at first, it might feel like, yeah, this is taking a little bit of time. While you learn how to do anything, it's going to take a little bit more time until you understand things. So the first month or 2 is going to be really important. And we are going to be walking, hand holding you for the first month and probably into the second and third month as well. And we have all these systems set up for you, training you to launch your business and what to do in the first weeks, in the first month, and the second month. And a big part of that is going to be helping you learn how to schedule your days. And like, this is what, like, I'm like time blocking now. And one of our coaches, Melanie Mitro, this is her time blocking calendar. And she teaches us and she helps us get organized and plan our days. And she's a 7-figure earner in our company. And, you're going to have access to people like that, and to people like Chelsea and I, who will help you and show you how to take, your day. We all have the same 24 hours. So when I hear, oh, I don't have time, I just think, okay, well, I'm going to help you get organized and find the time, because you don't need a lot of time. I would say an hour a day when you're starting your business. If you can find 1 hour a day, to do this stuff, you could be wildly successful. So let me kick it back over to you, Chelsea, and you can kind of share with them about how they might like execute those vital behaviors, or just actually why our team,
Yes.
why, how,
Yeah.
what, yeah.
Our team. Why our team? Why this team of the 400,000 teams that are a part of Beachbody? Why this team? We help you, like Alicia was just saying, we help you every step of the way. We are a team and an organization that has like elite leaders that our leaders have been in the top 10, and they provide training and support to the entire organization, to their entire team. And guys, who not better to learn from than a top coach? I mean, that's who our coach is the top coach. So she's obviously done it. She's been there. That's amazing to then learn from. Every Monday there is a team call, and we are learning and how to grow our business, how to help people more, how we can better serve our clients on their journeys. We learn about new programs that are coming out, and how to then market those and serve to the people that are going to best fit those programs. And then we do a new coach mentorship, where the first 30 days, we are, like Alicia said, we are walking right beside you and helping you on the business side and on the health and fitness side. So we're going to help you launch your business. We're going to help you go through like, what do I post? How do I talk about this? What do I do? We are going to give you a posting guide, guys. If you don't want to follow it, that's fine. But like, we'll give it to you, an outline of exactly what you need to say and what you need to do. And then, but you personalize it and make it yours. And then if you're already on this call or you're watching the recording, you're probably already posting about your sweaty selfies and already posting about your nutrition. You're going to keep doing that. Like that's something that you should do every single day so that people know that your doors are open, your business is open, and that you're accepting clients. And then we get to learn from women like Melanie Mitro, like Callie Calabrese, like Megan Blinka, who are multi-million-dollar earners, who are top of the company. They are elite leaders and they are on our team and they serve and they provide so much information to us to help us be successful. And guys, we're just freaking amazing. We're just awesome people. Let me just be honest. We're just really the best. I might be biased, but we're just the best. And then we will be your support person through all of this. We will match you with the tools and trainings you need, and help you help people. And when you help people, like this is the Punta Cana Success Club trip that we're going on at the end of the month. I was able to be in a test group. Like when you help people, the company also rewards you, not only with commissions, but with free swag, trips, tickets to our coach summit, test group opportunities, like all of it, all of the things. Okay, so okay, I get it. What's next? What do we need to do next? Whoever invited you or to this call, or if whoever sent you this recording, you need to reach out to them. Reach out to them and be like, I'm ready to go. We are only accepting 5 people into this mentorship. 5. And we do that not to be like, oh, you're not good enough or whatever. We do that because we want to make sure that we are able to help you and mentor you and not be like, we want to make sure you don't get like brushed under the rug. We want to be able to support you and guide you through every step of this of your new business, of launching your business. But you need to sign up. You're going to sign up with a transformation pack. So you'll get access to the fitness and the nutrition programs and our supplements. If you already have the workouts, then talk to your coach about the best way to sign up to be a coach. It's a low cost. I mean, you get all of the workouts, the supplements, the nutrition programs, everything. There's no cancellation. So if in 6 months you're like, listen, I've really tried this and it's really not working out, or something's going on, you can cancel at any time. But my encouragement to you, there's going to be ebbs and flows. You might start off really, really strong when you first open your doors. And then like months like 3 and 4, you might struggle a little bit. That is completely normal. That happens to every single coach. I know what happened to me. I'm sure it happened to Alicia. I know what happened to the top earners. It happens to everybody. My challenge to you is be here a year from now. People are watching. They're always watching. They're seeing what you're doing. They're watching what you're doing. They're waiting to see if you're going to stick with it. Honestly. So be here a year from now. It took me 6 months to sign up one of my customers. 6 months. And I think she was just, like I said, waiting to make sure that I stuck with it, waiting to see, are these results real? Is she going to stick with it? Is she going to keep the weight off? Is she going to keep coaching? That kind of thing. Not everybody's like that. So don't be like, oh, it takes me 6 months to just sign up a person. No, that's an anomaly. But that is just to go to show you that they are always watching. Oh yes, there's no inventory. You're not going to be sitting there with boxes full of Shakeology, selling it out of your trunk one by one in a lineup. Like Beachbody takes care of all of that for you. They take care of the inventory. They take care of the shipping of it, of the handling of it. If something goes wrong, they take care of the returns. Like I had a customer that her bag was like cut open or something happened in shipping. They took care of it. They sent it back. They sent her a new bag, like all of the things. So it's an amazing company to be able to work with. But like I said, you're going to sign up with a total solution pack so that you can get your initial coach enrollment fee waived. There is a $40 enrollment fee, but we always just sign you up for that total solution pack so that you get some product instead of just paying for I'm all about the bargain. So if I can pay for right, Alicia? So if I can just like pay it and get a product instead of paying the $40, that's what I'm going to want to do. So if you are interested, if this lit a fire in your belly and you're like, okay, I want to do this, go message your coach right now. Go message whoever invited you right now. Like seriously, pause this and go send them a message. We'll be okay with it. Or take out your phone and be like, all right, I'm ready. Because we are only taking 5 people. I want to be able to focus and mentor all of my people so that they see success. That is a goal that I want for you. I don't want you to sign up with me and then fall off and then not see any results. No, just like as a coach, I want to see you get results. As a fitness coach, I want you to see results. As a business coach, I want you to see results as well. So I really don't want you to miss out on this. And I want you to be a part of our team now. So be sure to message your people.
Okay. I just have a couple of closing thoughts. This was like such a great call. I feel so excited right now. I can't wait to like go check my email and find out who's like in and who's ready to go. Yes. But maybe you're sitting there thinking like, oh, I don't know. This is like, it got me really excited too, but like maybe like when everything settles down, like maybe after spring break or like this summer. And you guys, like, I just want to remind you, hi, my name's Alicia. I have 3 kids and life doesn't settle down. It will only get busier. That's just how it goes. Because I've told myself the same thing. Okay, well, once Sloan gets into preschool, and it's like, oh crap, now she's in preschool. And I'm like, I should have all this extra free time because she's there 3 hours a day. And I don't, life just gets busier. We just have to learn how to prioritize and decide what's important to us right now. And for me, it was like looking in the mirror and realizing that, okay, there's this opportunity where I'm literally going to get paid to do these workouts. So that's going to keep me really accountable. And I could actually make some extra money and have some extra cash so I could do some like cool stuff with my family. So it was worth it to me to get started, even though it felt uncomfortable, because it's going to feel uncomfortable at first. And that's okay. Like, it's totally okay to be scared, to feel uncomfortable, to be a little worried or anxious. Like, that's okay. You guys, we are so used to like just doing what is comfortable. We're scared to like break that pattern and get into the uncomfortable. But I promise you, everything I've ever done in my life that was uncomfortable was like exactly what I needed to do. When I decided, I need to stop drinking and doing drugs, I didn't want to go to inpatient rehab. I was terrified. I was so scared I wouldn't be able to stay sober. But like, thank God I did it, because I would be dead if I hadn't, like that literally was a life and death thing. I was so scared to get married. I didn't think I wanted to get married or have kids because I thought I was going to die a drug addict. And so then I met this amazing man and he asked me to marry him. And I thought my heart was going to like jump out of my chest. I was going to poop my pants and throw up all at the same time. But like I said, yes, even though I was so scared. And I'm like so glad every day that I said yes to marrying that man. And now we have these 3 beautiful kids who, by the way, I was really, really scared to be a mom. I was like, I can't be a mom. I don't know how to be a mom. There's no like, nobody knows how to be a mom. And it's kind of like coaching. Like, you don't know how to do it until you start doing it and you figure it out. You figure it out because you decide that helping someone is more important than sitting on your couch and scrolling social media or going to that job from Monday through Friday from 9 to 5 that you hate. Like, you could start 1 hour a day getting yourself out of that, because our life is too short. It's, we get one shot at this life, you guys. And so, I just want to encourage you to lean in to that scared feeling, to lean into the unease, because it is worth it. It is worth it when you get that message and you hear how you helped that first person get healthy. Like, nothing is worth more than that. Like, or you make like your final payment on your student loans. Like, we did that last April for my husband's student loans. And that was like the best feeling in the world. Or the time we got to take my kids to Disney at Christmas last year because of this business and money that I set aside with this business. We got to take my kids to Disney at Christmas time. It was freaking magical. I don't even like Disney. I'm not a Disney person, but it was amazing. And I got to do that. And that was just unbelievable. Or when you get a message from your first coach and they made their first paycheck, like nothing, I'm gonna like maybe cry, but you guys have no idea like how amazing your life can be. Like sometimes I think we just don't realize like what we were made for until we start to get around people who are doing these big things and like dreaming big dreams. And like you get to watch them over the last 2 years. I've literally watched my mentors do the things that they put up on their silly vision boards. And I'm like, whoa. And then all of a sudden I'm making vision boards and putting stuff on my vision board. And I had a picture of a house in Florida that I wanted to buy. And like, we're literally going to be buying a house in Florida. Like stuff starts to change. When you start to change, you get around people that are going to change their lives, and you do something that is aligned with like, good values. And like at the end of the day, when your goal is to help other people either get healthy and fit and maybe even earn some extra money, like all of a sudden you start to feel healthy and fit and you start to make more money than you ever thought was possible. And insert Beachbody disclaimer, like we cannot guarantee any level of income or whatever. Like it's going to depend on your hard work, but like you guys, anything is possible. And I just want you to remember that what helps me is like when I get scared, when I'm scared to share a transformation post, or I'm scared to like ask someone if they want to do this with me. I always think about me sitting on my bathroom floor crying and feeling so alone. And I'm so grateful that someone asked me to do this with them. And so I keep that girl in mind. I keep someone in mind who's on the other side of this computer screen that needs my help. And I don't care that I lean into that fear, because that girl is more important. That girl is more important than the stupid girl from high school who's going to roll her eyes at you. Jessica was a jerk in high school. She's still a jerk. Who cares what Jessica from high school thinks? You are trying to talk to that girl who is you, before you found these things that can help you save your life. You're trying to help her save her life. So again, we're so grateful that you took this first step. It means that like just listening to this call is the first step. And it means that something inside you believes that you were made for more. And you are right. You were made for so much more than you're doing right now. And I can say that. And I believe that 100% because we were all made for more. I'm made for more than I'm doing right now, which is why I'm continuing to grow and expand, because expansion feels 1,000 times better than shrinking and feeling invisible. And this job has just given me so much hope. And so I hope, like Chelsea was saying, I hope that you jump in with us. I hope to see you all in our emails and our DMs, letting us know that you are ready to go. Because we want you to be on this team. We want you to be a part of us. And again, we are only taking 5 people this month, and we want you to be one of those 5. So definitely reach out. It's been a pleasure talking to all of you guys, and I can't wait to hear from all of you.
So excited. Bye guys. Have a good one.
Bye.